Okay, so this is my SketchUp model that I've created to help me plan for the seismic retrofit that I'm going to do at the front of my house. Like a lot of older homes in Berkeley, the front of my house has a big garage door, and on the other side it has a front porch without any structure underneath it. This is a weak point in the house, and it's prone to damage in a big earthquake. So obviously I want to fix that. And with the help of an engineer, I came up with a plan. And the way that I like to kind of get ready for these projects is to make a SketchUp model, so I have everything planned out ahead of time, so there's no oopsie moments halfway through the project. So what I'll do is I'll kind of show you the elements as they're being constructed, and to give you some context here, this is the area underneath the front porch here. Over on this side is the garage, which I didn't really elaborate. This is all the existing framing. As you can see, there's no framing under here underneath the porch. I didn't include it in the model, but the framing would go around in kind of a pattern underneath the front porch. So the first step of this retrofit would be to add a foundation. So I'll go ahead and click the button and I'll show you the foundation here. Just a modern T-footing with some rebar in there. It'll be pinned into the old foundation with some rebar pins. And then of course you need some framing. So click another button. This shows you the framing. So a couple of the studs here are thicker than others. That's where the plywood joints are. And we're putting in nails at 2 inches on center. So you definitely want to give yourself some meaty studs there to put where the panel joints are, so you don't split the studs with all the nails we'll be putting in there. And one of the bays is a little bit more open than the others because I want to preserve access underneath the front porch. We're not going to use it for storage or anything, but I don't want to completely seal it up in case there's leaks or other kind of repairs that need to happen down there. And then of course we'll put the anchors in. So we have regular anchor bolts. There we go. In here, and then there's a couple hold downs on either side. These are HDU8s. And then we'll add the first layer of plywood. So we have 3 sheets of plywood on top. And actually I forgot to mention earlier, but up here at the top we do have a strap that's connecting the joist that goes over the garage to another joist that I put to double up this, what I'm calling the header joist, the top of the shear wall. Now we'll take a look on the other side here, just to switch our vantage point. You can see the double up joist. We have the old and the new here. And then because the old framing is so thick, I had to defer out the studs a little bit so that they would be properly sandwiched between the 2 layers of plywood. And I'll put the last layer of plywood, which is right here. And you can see on this area over here, this is actually an exterior part of the house. So this is a single layer of plywood over here, and the rest of this is double layer for strength. Obviously didn't want to open up the stucco and mess with any of those things. So that's what it should look like after the work and the retrofitting, and that'll make my house a lot stronger. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it.